Superman soars past 500 million at the box office, but will that be enough? That's the big question. I did a live stream on this topic yesterday, but guys, I'm not done talking about it because it is just really strange, the things that are going on with this movie. First of all, this movie is in fact a critical success. If we go over here to RottenTomatoes.com, which some people love it, some people hate it, I don't really care one way or the other, it's what everybody uses. 83% certified fresh on the tomato meter for critic reviews, which is really good. That's great. Anytime I see 83% on a movie or a show or whatever, I'm like, hey, okay, that seems like it's going to be good. 90, it's actually down a little bit. 91%, it was 92, certified, verified, hot, on Rotten Tomatoes. That's great. So what this is telling me is that this movie is finally giving the people what they want, which is why it just surpassed 500 million. However, I personally think it should be a little bit higher than that. Why is it not? It's the international numbers. Let's take a look at the international numbers. Superman is currently at 289 million domestic. Okay? Just to give you a frame of reference, Man of Steel only got 291 million domestic, while Superman 2025 is 289 million. So it'll pass Man of Steel domestic this week, okay? With a lot of time left. So what that means is, domestically, US, Superman is finally being given to the people in a way that they are envisioning in their head. A lot of people are saying it's just like the Superman I read in the comics. A lot of people are saying, there are people saying better than Reeve. I even did a poll today. I don't have it pulled up, but I'll get it pulled up in a second here, where, or was it today or was it the other day? I'm not really sure. But basically, you guys are absolutely loving this new movie. Poll up right here. I have here who played the best Superman in the movies. I did this poll only 5 hours ago, 1.5 thousand votes. 34% was for Christopher Reeve, but 54% was for David Corenswet. People are loving David Corenswet as Superman, and honestly, I don't even know if it's so much him as it is the way the entirety is portraying the Superman character. I think that's one thing that we've been missing a lot. But why is it that internationally the numbers aren't nearly as good as Man of Steel? Man of Steel ended off at 379 million. Right now, currently, it's at 213 million international for Superman 2025. But the big deal to look at is the percentage. Superman 2025 is at 57.6% domestic. Okay? Whereas Man of Steel was 43% domestic. Guys, why is the international markets not watching Superman? And don't put anything about America, people hating America, Trump, or what's the other one? People not knowing who Superman is. I think it's the stuff that James Gunn has said. I haven't looked at that personally myself, but that's what you guys are telling me. I don't believe that for a second. I don't think that is at all what is keeping the international markets from enjoying this movie as much as we do. It's very possible, in my opinion, that the beating up of Superman, this so-called weaker version, which he's not really weak, he's the strongest, most powerful man in the world. He's not weak. But I think that maybe the international markets are less concerned about the character of Superman and more concerned about the power. And that might be why Man of Steel did so well internationally, because they could be, and if y'all are international, let me know if you agree with this. The international markets might be more concerned with just like a man who can, lift a mountain, a man who can take on an entire space invasion himself, a man who can just best power anything by himself. This movie did not show that. This movie showed more of a Superman, Super Friends style Superman, where he's like, he's getting help. He's being assisted. He's got friends. He's got people saving him, which is all fine. None of that really bothers me. I do wish it was a solo Superman movie. And by that, I mean no other characters in it besides Superman as far as heroes go. And, nods to it and stuff is fine. Like in Man of Steel, they did the satellite that had Wayne Tech or Enterprises on there. that's all fine. But personally, I would have left out other characters if it was me. But I really wonder if the power thing is possibly what's making the international market not do as well for this movie. However, what I think will help it is the word of mouth. On my live stream I did yesterday, you guys were talking about the word of mouth on this movie, how it's spreading like wildfire, and it is. The movie is still doing strong. It's getting excuse me, I've been sick. It's getting like between 5 and 10,000, oftentimes even on weekdays. I mean 5 and 10,000, 5 and 10 million. Even on weekdays, it's doing really strong, and most of that is coming from domestic. It's crazy. It really is. Like, America is loving this new Superman, but the rest of the world, not so much. I don't know. Do you think that maybe the international market is like that because he went too political? Do you think it's like that because he had too many extra characters? Do you think it's like that because, this Superman is so different from the other ones we've seen on screen? Like, why is it? Put it in the comments that you think that this new Superman has such a lack in the international market. Like, I'm really curious because this is the best critically received Superman that we've gotten. Let me check real quick here if Superman 1978 had as good. I mean, you can't really go by the Rotten Tomatoes scores for it, but that's what I'm going to pull up because it came out way before Rotten Tomatoes ever existed. So these are like nostalgic, views and stuff. So 88 and 86. 88 is what they have it at critic-wise, and 86 audience score. So it's better critic-wise, but worse audience score-wise than the new Superman movie. And I'm not even going to pull up Man of Steel because I know Man of Steel's, the critic-wise, is terrible. It's not even fresh. It's in the 50s. And it's been manipulated over the years on the audience one. I think it's much higher on the audience one now. But I really think the critical reception thing is why it's doing so well domestically. But I got to know from you guys, why is it not doing so well internationally? I was hoping that we would see a world of people out there, getting their own rooms like this and stuff again. I mean, by the way, if you want a room like this and you want all that kind of junk, I got an Amazon store, Kryptonite Korner, in the description. Check it out. It's got stuff in there. So much junk. I don't even have, a bunch of the stuff that's in there. So you can beat me if you want to. Just go check it out. I don't know that internationally that's going to be happening, though. I don't know if we're going to be getting people who do that kind of stuff, and get into Superman internationally. But I do believe domestically we're going to get a rise in Superman fans. The ones, I've always been a Superman fan. Yeah, forever I have. We'll invite those people and we'll love them, but we're not going to believe them because we know they're only liking it because the movie's popular. That's the way it goes sometimes with things. But I have to know, guys. I'm so curious. We passed 500 million. Can we make it to 600 million? Is the international market hurting us too much? Some of you are saying 700 million. I think that's possible, but I don't know. I don't know if it's going to make it that far. And I'm really curious if you guys think it is. And I'd like to know why. I haven't been asking why enough. You're telling me numbers. That's great. Why do you think it will hit 600? Why do you think it will hit 700? I've even seen some say as high as 750. Why do you think it'll go that far when we have a clear international market struggle? Yes, domestically it's strong, yes, but with a movie like this, these huge blockbusters, you got to go out farther. You can't make your entire budget just in-house, especially with the first-time movie with no big-name actors in the main roles. I need to know why you guys think it'll go that far. So just let me know in the comments, and don't forget to watch this video right here. It's calling your name, I promise you.